What kind of driving instructor is this? I'm learning how to drive after many years of not driving and I am a bit worried. I have tried to drive for many years but I kept failing and then I eventually stopped. I have to get back into it and I was so worried about restarting my driving that I struggled to sleep. I just couldn't seem to pass my driving and now I was super determined. I quickly booked a new driving instructor and I didn't expect much from my instructor apart from being the same sort of driving instructor. Very boring and straightforward and easily annoyed. When my driving instructor came up to my house I was shocked to see that the car was really kitted out and the driving instructor was not like I had seen before in the past. He was the gangsta type and he even spoke like one. When I drove his car it really revved hard and he made me drive past some really rough areas. He then told me to stop the car and he went up to a guy and started chatting to them. I couldn't hear what they were saying and then suddenly my driving instructor shot him in the face. He got into the car and told me to drive fast and I did. I drove fast and I had a few cars that had started to follow me driving. They started shooting at my car but luckily the car was bulletproof and my driving instructor was really shouting at me at which directions I had to take. Luckily we lost those guys and my instructor then told me to park next to a bank. He went into a bank and then he came out running with loads of cash in his hands as he had robbed a bank. He got into the car and told me to drive, and that's when I realized that I was his getaway driver. I couldn't believe it and I drove so fast and we even lost the police. I drive up to my house and it was one hell of a driving lesson. He asks me if I want to book any more driving lessons with him but I told him that I would like to think about it. I don't want any more driving lessons anymore in general, and I couldn't believe it the things he has done. To make matters worse some dodgy looking people have been following me. I guess I may be needing his driving lessons after all.